Hello, everyone. It's me, Naeema, family and friends. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to tune into my commercial. I wanted to just share a few things with you that's going on in my life. Well, many of you may know my background is in psychology, and I have a personal connection to children on the autism spectrum. I also have a personal connection to those children that misbehave and the parents who don't have the ability or the knowledge or support to support those children and enhance their skills and increase their ability to follow the commands of their parents. So, as a little girl at 8 years old, I'm not going to take up too much of your time, I promise, just 2 or 3 minutes. When I was 8, God placed it in my heart. He told me I would be a psychologist. When I was 14, God told me I would work with children. When I was 17, God put it in my heart a 10-year plan for myself. So that meant at the age of 27, I would be a doctor of psychology. I'm 30, and I just got my dissertation approved, thank God, in clinical psychology. I do have a few internship hours to complete, but thanks be to God, I am done. It's been a journey, but God is good. So in 2011, I told myself I will never, ever work with adults because I just didn't have the patience for it. And God told me, I got something for you. So I was introduced to Arbonne in October of 2011, and at the time of my life, I was going through so much. I had a lot going on. I was leaving my house at 7 in the morning, getting home at 10 o'clock at night, and I wanted a family. I thought I was doing Arbonne for myself because I saw that you can make $35,000 in a month, and I was like, cha-ching, but that was not the case. A few months later, I brought a friend of mine into the business, and he's in his 50s, a plumber, get laid off, can't pay his bills, then he find another job, get laid off, part of a union, okay? So it wasn't until he called me and said, thank you, that I realized that God didn't have me doing this for myself. Yes, I wanted financial freedom. Yes, I wanted time freedom so that I could be the one taking care of my child and seeing my child take his first steps or her first steps. But it wasn't for me. When he called me and said thank you, I knew that God wanted me to be a leader and he wanted me to lead through this opportunity. I'm doing a 90-day challenge with Sean Saunders. My sister introduced me to it. And thank the Lord for this challenge. This week's challenge topic was vision. He said, you want to write down your vision and express yourself on paper. Because God only gives one person the vision that you have, and it's for you to complete. You might not be able to see how it's going to come into play, how it's going to play out, but you have the vision, and you need to walk through all the doors that God opens for you in order to have that vision come to pass. So what I want to do is I want to read you my vision, and it's going to take 2 more minutes, I promise. And then I will end this commercial. I'm just going to bring it up. My vision is, I have a dream. My vision. Proverbs 24:16. A just man falls 7 times. Okay? And to me, that just says that when you fall, you get back up. And you get back up. You fall, you get back up. I have a dream that God gave me a vision. I have a dream that mothers and fathers will take turns sitting in their with their child in class to be their one-on-one to help them through their day. I have a dream that schools will look to put a ban on parents coming because there is such an overpour of parents attending with their children. I have a dream that families are no longer fighting over finances now, and they have more time to teach their children about God, loving others. I have a vision where I foresee parents having breakfast, lunch, and dinner with their children more days out of the week than not. I have a dream that children are no longer cursing and disobeying authority. I have a dream that they have respect for authority. I have a dream that children say yes ma'am and yes sir because they know to respect their elders. I have a dream that their children want education and are treated justly within the public school setting. I have a dream that children with autism, ADHD, learning disabilities, and etc. receive the appropriate supports and that their parents learn how to still set limits even though they have autism or another disability. I foresee myself standing in front of millions around the globe speaking spiritual health, physical health, wellness, financial health, mental health, and being well balanced and well rounded. I foresee this happening. I foresee mothers being more stand up role models. I foresee mothers being more stand up role models. I foresee strippers becoming business owners because someone believed in them more than for what their bodies look like. I foresee drug dealers becoming legitimate, successful business owners that give back to their communities. I see crime dropping because more people have less of a need to commit a crime because they are building networks, building up people, uplifting people, encouraging people, loving on people, telling people that they can, and pulling people up instead of trying to step on people and bring them down. I foresee fathers teaching their sons how to conduct business. I foresee fathers shopping with their sons for business attire, not just fitted caps, sneakers, and baggy jeans. I foresee mothers and fathers going back to school to get a higher education because they now have time to do so. I foresee women being able to stay at home with their newborn babies for at least 1 year because their finances are taken care of. I see the burden of financial debt being lifted in the homes of millions. This is my dream. I accept. The problem is children are acting out. Children not having education, parents not being educated enough to know their rights, parents not instilling morals and values in their children. Because of this, our children are uneducated, do not know their worth, do not know God, and do not respect authority. This is because the parents do not have the focus, the time, or guidance to help them. They do not have time because they work so much. They do not have education because they don't know their worth. They feel less than. With our bond, I will change lives with lifting parents up. I will encourage, I will teach them to know their worth and to dream. I will teach them that God has a purpose for their lives. I will teach them to give back and touch the lives of others all across the globe. With them lifted up, they will instill this into their children. Their children will be stronger in the word. I teach 5 and teach them to do the same. That translates to thousands after truly teaching my 5 to be strong in what they're doing. This R bond is creating time, freedom, and financial freedom. For when we have time to breathe and go deeper in the Word, spend time with our children and lift them up. When we have finances, we are not overwhelmed by our circumstances and can take our children on trips that they deserve to go on. So some think I'm crazy for doing Arbonne, but God has called me to touch millions. This is my conduit. And I'm sharing this with you because I need for you to help me. And please read below and how you can help. Thank you so much for tuning in to my vision. this is going to come to pass. I want you to be part of my vision. And if you feel any slight tingling in your bones, you got the jitters, and you're excited for me, and you're excited for children, and you want this to come to pass, please respond to this message. Send me an email, naeemaburgess@gmail.com, naeemaburgess@gmail.com. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Be blessed and continue to be a blessing. We are not here for ourselves. We are here for what God has us to do, bringing people to God. God bless you.